And we're live.
Yeah, this is more our speed. This judge was sitting in judgment of an issue regarding a penis pump, and it was found that he was using said pump under the desk as he was giving judgment.
Now you're well done, Taylor. Thank you.
Yeah, I got us back on track.
We'll read the title.
Penis pump judge faces stiff sentence. Retired U.S. judge himself,
which I don't believe already.
On charges, he used a penis pump on himself in the courtroom while sitting in judgment of others. Oh my God. Indulging in pantomime masturbation. That's ballsy. The witness in the trial has been former court reporter Lisa Foster, and giving testimony, she wiped away tears as she described tracing an unfamiliar shh in the courtroom to her boss. I was really shocked. I was kind of scared because it was so bizarre.
Foster further testified that during a 2002 trial, she heard the pump during the emotional testimony of a murdered toddler's grandmother. She continued, the grandfather was getting real teary-eyed, and the judge was up there pumping on that pump. It was
oh man, he got away with it for a while.
It's got to be a joke. The next paragraph begins. The judge's name is Thompson. Thompson's pneumatic proceedings came to an end after a police officer heard the pump's distinctive signature during a case and photographed the device during a recess. Thompson was charged with 4 counts of indecent exposure, each carrying a 10-year maximum sentence, and faces the possible withdrawal of his substantial $7,500 a month pension.
Do penis pumps work? Is that a thing that makes your dick?
No.
No, it's supposed to get your dick hard. Remember Austin Powers?
No, that's not true either.
I thought it was supposed to make it bigger. So here's the thing that I'm stuck on.
It's supposed to make it bigger. It doesn't make it bigger.
No, it's supposed
to. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I've tried one before.
Okay, because here's my thought. I have 2 pieces of proof that say it might work. I have seen something like a penis pump used on a labia, and it made it all swollen. I have also taken a cup as a child over my mouth and sucked on it, and then when I take it off, my lips were like super big.
I did that also.
right. So if it works on my lips and it works on chicks downstairs lips, I am open to the idea that it might work on a dick. It's inflatable.
No,
dude, I did that with
anything. You risk breaking blood vessels in your penis and it not working as well in the future. You cannot stretch your penis. You cannot inflate your penis. Now, what you're thinking of, Taylor, perhaps maybe what you're thinking is there is an implant that you can get right in your gooch where you've basically got the nipple off of a football, and you can insert a thing and you have a little pump.
So that's just
that's for erections. There's an implant in your penis that you inflate to get erect. I know what you're saying, and I'm not saying obviously a penis pump is going to make your penis bigger, but it is a pump that will suck blood into your penis. But then it'll immediately leave.
Wait. I want to read this. So this is healthline.com. It's an actual legitimate health website. It's not like a sex thing. I've read about all kinds of things on healthline.com. What's the short answer? Yes, penis pumps do work for people, at least for what they're intended for, which may not jibe with how a product's advertised or your expectations. There's more. What can a penis pump do? Let's start with what it can't do, which is give you a bigger penis, contrary to what some internet articles and retailers might promise. What they can do is increase blood flow to your penis to help you achieve or maintain an erection so that you can have penetrative sex. Sure, you may gain a teeny bit of extra length from a pump, but that's a temporary gain. For someone with erectile dysfunction, penis pumps are less expensive and generally safer than other options. And it can be used alongside things like Blue Chew.
Speaking of this,
if you want a larger penis, there is a surgery for that.
Don't go to ridiculous nonsense like a pump. You're going to hurt yourself. Kyle's very well versed in the dangers of this. He's a resident expert. It exploded. It exploded. And Blue Chew's never exploded his penis again. And
I was there. It was horrible. I'm still a little traumatized from it. And don't ask why I was there.
So
he was doing the pumping.
What is this thing you were talking about?
Strength.
You're talking about
Woody was saying that some people who are trying to maintain erections use a penis pump in concert with a cock ring, and
so
I was
fill it up, and then I guess the cock ring stops the blood from flushing back out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
As
Well, you don't
God-
need any of that nonsense if you got Blue Chew.
You really don't. Blue Chew,
Oh,
it
yeah, I
does
was gonna
what
say,
it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, you can get surgery to make your penis bigger, but there are some risks.
Is it
Like
bigger?
they'll cut too hard and cut it off.
Longer.
I saw a guy on a talk show once. This was a long, long time ago, and he had a surgery that Kyle referred to earlier, where there was like a little, like maybe next to his dick or something, a little. He could pump it up like an old Nike or Reebok shoe.
Oh yeah, the Air Maxes.
Yeah. And he was so happy with this thing. He's like, all guys should get it just as a backup. And Oprah's like, whoa, I don't know about all guys. Like, maybe just guys that are having erectile dysfunction. He's like, no, it's great. Everyone needs one of these. Get yourself a pump in your dick. And
I know where his stock is invested.
he was really pleased.
We call it the air cock. Yeah, you don't want that. But there is that surgery where like they detach a thing like around your gooch area, and they give you more shaft. But then, like I guess like something about like now that it's detached down there from the muscle, that like your penis is more floppy and it's hard to like keep a stiff erection. Like it's just one
You
to.
can't do that move where it
it
comes
down
out
there.
and you put it back in, no hands.
Oh,
What's the benefit of this surgery? It seems like,
longer penis.
but you deal with floppy bad erections and your
The erection's bad. It's you don't have a stable base anymore because it's been detached.
oh, so woman on top would be terrifying.
That's terrifying anyway.
It
Like,
is.
like if she gets out of hand, things can go awry. Like, look, there's a lot of great sexual positions, and they all do more or less the same thing. But there's just the one sexual position that has a 3% chance of breaking the most precious thing I own.
That's why I put a belt around her so she can only go 3.5 inches off of me. 3.5 inches chosen at random.
Sex belt by the bed.
We don't want her lifting off 4 inches or it could be catastrophic.
This is your captain speaking. Be sure to fasten your seat belts and set your trays in the upright position. Cruising at 3.5. Will be a mid-flight meal and definitely a nap.
Yes.
Singing about 3.5 inches.
Your pilot's been taking lock and load, so if you need a life preserver, it's under the bed.
That's what the belt's really for, to keep her from firing off like one of those cheap rockets that hit the thing.
You stomp on
Stomp on the thing and
water.
There's a
foam rocket.
2-liter bottle involved shooting. Yeah.
God. I want to have some fun with the artwork on the bottle, but I also want a product that might actually sell.
Yes.
We can do both of those
There's
things.
a yin yang there. You got to find the perfect balance between
Yes.
just serving my own selfish comedic purposes and actually selling a few thousand bottles.
Yeah. Well, and it's got to be on a subscription model. So
I think
people
it
can
needs to be.
always
And I think what we're looking at is either what you said, like little packets of pills,
it's the
or
easiest thing.
like or like a loot box type thing where like you get a box with like 3 bottles of pills, maybe. I don't know which substances can be combined. Like I said, that's going to be a Derek thing. I was gonna message him today with like my final formula because I think I got it.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
idea.
Jeffrey Tubin, and I'm just going to show up next week with my dick out. Taylor, it was funny. Initially, we're 3 hours in. You can sit down.
Thank God for Blue Chew. Am I right, boys? 3 hours.
You've correct a
What's that?
staggering
What's
amount.
what's that pumping noise?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. It bursts blood vessels.
I didn't realize there were electric penis pumps.
Oh, that's
It sounds like
technology.
like an air compressor.
Yeah.
That's how they caught that cool judge, because it was electric.
What a weirdo! What an odd thing to be doing.
I know.
I
hope I get in trouble.
You have to be a little twisted to do that, like in a courtroom. Like
He's got to like the thrill
A
of
little
doing it
twisted.
there. Like that's got to be a big part of it. Like ho ho. Good thing Lady Justice is blind because this is gonna get messy.
You might be right. You might be. I had it in my head. I drew a different scenario, which was kind of a like. I don't like. My authority has been so unquestioned for so long in the courtroom. I can literally like penis pump my dick here, and I am a king. Like,
Sure.
That's where my head went. I don't know if I'm right.
Maybe. God knows. Who want? I don't want to go to the mind of a man who pumps his penis in a courtroom.
I do.
No.
Just
I want to hang out with him.
I do. I would love to drink with that guy.
Just get wasted with that guy. What were you thinking? I
like-
got away with it since 78.
It'd be like, you ever just sentence somebody for like some crazy shit and you know they don't even deserve it? Like just for shits and giggles, just be like 30 years instead of like 8 months or something. Oh yeah, all the time, man.
I could tell he was a dick and guilty of something.
I just didn't like the cut of his jib. What can I say?
Sentencing would get brutal if I was about to come. Oh God, that's the best sentencing I've ever laid down.
Oh, imagine if that was his kink. Just like people crying or ruining lives.
Pumping during teary-eyed
10 years for loitering. You
You ever watch those clips? You ever watch those clips of that nice old judge on YouTube? Who's, like, always nice to people.
No.
He'll like find some guy who was like a fucking like Iraq war veteran, and he ran a red light on his way to his PTSD therapy, and he's just like, I'm fully disabled. I'm a veteran of the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts, and I was just trying to hurry to get to my PTSD meeting because when I don't get there, I'm really stressed out and anxious, and I just had to get there on time.
And the judge pulls out 2 of those big blocks and goes, clap! All right, you definitely are scared. You're not lying. You're free to go.
Look at him shake on the floor.
I saw this guy
is why we lost.
This guy was like 98 years old. He went like 27 and a 25, and he was taking his son to get chemotherapy treatment. Who was like
70?
Yeah, and his son is like 68 or something like that. He's like 97, and the cop pulled him over and gave him a ticket. And again, it was like 27 and a 25. And the judge is like, he always goes over to the bailiff, like who's the security guy. And he's like, "What do you think? Hardened criminal, huh?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, doesn't look good for him." You can tell it's gonna go okay. They're goofing. Like, "You think we should throw away the key on this guy?"
That's the job I want. Feel good judge.
Yes.
We only get bullshit crimes. Oh, you were smoking a joint at home? Oh, you've won a half pound of.
Hey, go in the evidence room, clean it out. Yeah.
All right, it's a supermarket sweep in the evidence room.
60 seconds to take anything you want.
Well, I was going for the marijuana, couldn't find it. Came out with 6 pounds of crystal meth. And if
I'll
you
give you a tip, we keep the weapons on the left side. That's OJ's knife.
Dude, that would be the best game show ever.
Supermarket sweep in the evidence room is great. Right?
Oh. Like, there's got to be some contacts to hold this show up.
I thought these backpacks would be full of pot, but it's just bloody clothing.
Oh.
This sucks.
There's just a bunch of destroyed pacifiers.